What's up, guys? Welcome back. On this video, a lot of people are talking about this blowout, Colorado getting blown out, and there's a reason for everything. You're gonna win some games, you're gonna lose some games. Um, it's very competitive at this level. The Power Five level is very competitive. Some teams are expected to have an undefeated season, but it takes a lot to have an undefeated season. It takes a lot that there's a lot of elements to an undefeated team that Colorado doesn't have. Number one, they need a lot of players that eat, sleep, breathe, and shit football. I don't think they have that with this particular team. That's okay, but coach has to go out and find those players. A lot of those players you're not going to find in the transfer portal. You might find some, just like Ohio State. Caleb Downs went into the transfer portal because Coach Saban left Alabama. Caden Proctor almost went in, but he had to come back. It was something about him talking about Iowa at the time, but he went back to he chose to go back to Alabama. But you said the Caden experience is over. What does that mean? Um, now, I know I hear some people talking. Everybody think they're experts on this particular subject matter, and everybody might be. But there's different perspectives here. I'm coming from the perspective of I've been watching football for a very long time. I know what it takes for teams to be great, and it takes effort. It takes when I say effort, you have to spend a lot of time in that playbook. You have to spend a lot of time watching film, and I've learned this from the greats because they said it. You have to really, really, really know your position and know what you're supposed to do. And sometime you might have to go off the plan and go with your instinct and be at the ball. Maybe the play call for you to be in a certain area, but you might have to deviate from that because you picked up something from your film study and you see they're doing it. And next thing you know, you have an interception or you have a sack. Um, one good player, there's a lot of good players back in the day that, they used their instinct and stuff like that. All the great players did, especially on defense. They use their instinct and stuff because you have to use it. For this particular team, we know the answer now why they keep getting blown out. I don't know why. This is really easy. This is really easy to figure out now. Now that Ray Lewis came in and talked to him, we now know what's happening. He said, "Well, how many people lock in and study your playbook and watch film after you get home?" Only 3 people raised their hand. And then he said, "Well, how can you win like that?" And he said, "How many people get together and study film together?" Nobody really raised their hand. This is why they're losing. It's not the coaching. I know people keep saying it's the coaching. Well, you're only as good as your personnel. It's not fair to the coaches when you have the kids not putting in the effort. This is what you get. When you compare them to some of the top teams, you could tell they're not it. They're not dog. They're not it. It's not it. And part of it is the coaching because I believe that Salter should have been taken out earlier in the game. He should have been taken out because it's not working. And something is not working on all ends really. Um Wait a minute. I thought I saw your damn, I was trying to read your comment. Now I can't see it. You retracted it, okay. What's up, y'all? Um, so there's a lot to unpack here, right? Um, for me, it's football. Like I like watching football, but since I've been talking about Colorado, I watched them I watch different. I just watch what they're doing on defense. I'm looking at how they line up. I remember they got called for a penalty from the way they were lined up. They weren't prepared. Now, my thing is, are they being prepared correctly? I'm not so sure. I don't know if there. It's a culmination of a lot of things why this team is not working. I don't know if they're being prepared correctly. Um, but the thing is, I keep going back to when Ray Lewis said, "How many people are watching film and locking in and putting your phones away?" Nobody raised their hand. Only 3 people. Th- Guys, that's the problem. They don't have the effort. Yeah, you might have the talent, but somebody that studies more than you and study film more than you, they're gonna beat you. They're gonna know the strategy. They're gonna beat you. It's cerebral. This is 90% mental and 10% physical. It's more mental than physical. Yeah, you have to be physical to go out there, right? But you have to study your opponent. You have to know your opponent weaknesses. They don't study enough film to know it. Now, there might be a few people studying film, but it takes more than 3 people to win the game. You ever listen to Steve Smith talk, the wide receiver position, on how technical it is? You ever listen to him talk? That's how they have to be. You said Colorado will have to gut this team and start over next year with a whole group of players. These players are soft, uncommitted, and undisciplined. They are not passionate. Yeah, but where are they going to get the players from? They're only going to get the same results. They're going to have to start at the high school level and build this team up over the next couple years. They're going to have to. Listen, I have a dog right now, straight dog. He's a junior in high school. Straight, listen, this dude already got Clemson. He got everybody after him. Everybody. When I say everybody, everybody. I was talking to his mother because I'm really good friends with his mother. And I have to talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a while. But he's like a man already and playing in high school physically. Now he's a kid mentally, but physically he overpowers people. And he can get a touchdown whenever he wants to. He'll get bored during the game. He's a tight end. He said, yo, we need a touchdown right now. Just throw it to me real quick. I'll be over in there. Just throw it to me. I'll get it. And they get it every time. Now, he did play a high school where the competition was there, right? So he had to work for his touchdowns, but um, he's just straight tight end. And he has everybody looking at him already. Um, they've already talking to him about NIL deals and everything. So more than likely, if she has it her way, he's going to Penn State. If she has it her way, because she went to Penn State. If she has it her way, I don't think he want to go there, but if she had it her way, and I told her to ask him about Colorado to see if he knows, because he knows I have the channel. Well, I said, well, ask him anyway, see if he's watching. He said, yeah, he's watching. He watched my channel, and he happens to like Shador, by the way. But that's about it. He's not really like, he'll check for what I'm doing, but he's not. He likes Shador. Put it that way. Now, I had said to her, I would say, well, would he be willing to go there or whatever? She was like, he's going to Penn State. Like that's just the bottom line, you know. But um, hey, what is this? Add Q and A's. Okay, something just popped up there. Um, but you got to go to high school to get these people. You got to go to the high school level, and you'll build it over time. So, Coach Prime, I would say within the next couple years, he should have his team where he wants it. But you got to have the dogs on your team to be able to coach. Coaching only go but so far if you ain't got no personnel. This was people are missing here. They said they don't watch film. They don't go home after a game and lock in and put their phones away. And football is all they act like football is all they got. They don't have the players. They don't. Oh no, I know some people in high school right now. They're starting right away. Her son's going to start right away. There's no question. He's going to start right away. High school players start right away. It just depends on if you can get them or not. There's some blue chippers out there that starts right away. The Michigan quarterback started right away. Um, the two LSU offensive linemen that went in this past draft, they started since they were freshmen. These people are not in the transfer portal. You got to get them from high school. Yeah, obviously there's some that won't be ready. Caleb Downs was ready out the back. He was ready out the gate. In fact, Coach Saban talked about Caleb Downs, and he talked about Caden Proctor. They were ready from the gate. He said that he couldn't hold them back. He said they were ready to go. So at this point, I think the team has checked out already, guys. They checked out. Um, the coaches lost the locker room. They checked out. They're not gonna win it. They're not gonna win no more this season. They won't. They checked out. Now, like I said, why are they checking out? I don't know. I think Coach, he should have the amount of attention and detail that he put into Shador, he should have put into Juju. I don't think he did that. But to be fair, this is the first time that he's coached another quarterback other than his son. It's the first time. So this is a learning experience for Coach Prime. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the problems that they had this year, they've always had. The only difference is Travis and Shador bailed them out. That's the only difference. And Jimmy Horn and LeJounte. They had good enough players to bail them out. They've always had this problem. Stopping the run and everything else. They've always had the problem. But you had Travis. Because see, here's the thing. Travis just throw me the ball. That was the play. Just throw me the damn ball. I'm gonna get open. He used to catch circus shots. And then you had Jimmy Horn and you had LeJounte Wester. You had some legitimate pros on your team to make up for whatever you're lacking. They had that. They had quite a few pros on their team. Silman Craig is with the practice squad for Jacksonville. They had quite a bit of pros on their team. You see what LeJounte is doing, Jimmy Horn. They've had some pros on their team to make up for, like I said, they had enough pros. We weren't talking about firing Livingston last year. Why? Because he had Travis in them and Shiloh in them and Silman Craig. You're only as good as your personnel. They don't have the personnel this year. They lost what's his name? I couldn't believe they lost him. They lost the great cornerback they had, they lost him. You see what I'm saying? So if they probably had him and a few other dogs this year, you wouldn't be talking about firing Livingston because he has the personnel. You're only good as your personnel. If he was, but he's never been a defensive coordinator before. Let me get this straight. He's been a coach. He's been a positional coach, but he's never been a coordinator. So maybe he's having problems. But I do know that he had enough talent on that team last year to where you weren't worried about Livingston. Everybody was giving him his props. So what happened? Why they not giving him his props now? Maybe he don't have the personnel. Do you heard what Uncle Neely said? I'll let you hear it. He said it ain't because lack of effort. They just not executing because they don't have the talent. That's why. There's levels to this football thing. I played football, but I didn't have Power 5 talent. There's levels to it. I mean, if I had applied myself, maybe, but I wasn't applying myself because I wasn't trying to be putting my body through all that. You said the personnel is good. Develop, you gotta development the kids and keep them there. Ivan Yates. You said Ivan Yates, second year there. He's playing better this year. Right. I didn't realize he was there last year. You said Colorado has spent money, bottom line. Maybe they should have took some of that money and kept what's his name there. What's that cornerback that left? He had his brother there. Maybe they could have tried to keep him because he's up for the Thorpe Award this year. That's how good he is. So maybe they should have kept him. So it's a culmination of a lot of things on why this thing is falling apart. Yeah, Colton Hood. Um, you said they're gonna have to spend this bill around Juju. Yeah, well, they got seat in there. They got a few good things on their offensive pieces on their offensive line, but some of their offensive line ain't gonna be there next year. Aren't they grad students? They like got 1 year left for eligibility. They're not even gonna be there. You can't have extra practices. They can only have it's only broken down into the practices that they allot by the NCAA. They don't have 2 a days no more. I mean, the players can have extra practices themselves. Yes. Yeah, college football is different. You can lose any given Saturday. That could be it too. But the thing is, it's not just the coaches. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's the personnel has to be able to execute. Just like that wide receiver when he broke all those tackles and went for the touchdown. I mean, look at it. So, but the thing is, there was something with Juju on why he wasn't ready right away. Maybe it could have been his hand because he hurt his hand again last night. He hurt his hand last night. I don't know if it's so. I think maybe it's okay. I'm not sure, but maybe there was a reason why he wasn't like up, like ready yet. Um, but he certainly looked ready last night. He certainly did. I like the way he was moving. I like the way he threw the ball away. He didn't take no sacks. He gets the ball out quick. You right. He has a quick release. He's very accurate. Yeah, he came in with a hand injury. But I like the way he was moving. Now here's the thing. He got 2 more games he could play. And he's probably gonna preserve his red shirt. And he'll probably sit down with his family at the end of the season and figure out what they're gonna do. But if I was him, I would preserve my red shirt. I'm not playing the rest of the season. I'll play 2 games and that's it. I'm preserving my red shirt. Oh, his hand was cramped? I thought so. Maybe it was cramped or something. That's what I said last night. So I would, yeah, he knows how to throw the ball away. He's a professional. Like, for example, if the play is not there, he'll throw the ball away. He's not going to take a sack or run and get hit or whatever. If he can't run, he'll get out the box and he'll throw the ball away if need be, and he'll live to play another down. Oh, he hit his hand on the helmet. Something happened to him like yesterday, but it was at the end of the game anyway. He didn't need to go back in. It was the end of the game. But the thing is, and also Prime says something. You remember when he had met with Shador when Shador came in his office? You remember he said, "You suiting up, you suiting up." He doesn't have confidence in his quarterbacks. He doesn't, not any one of them. He doesn't have confidence in neither one of them. I'm just telling you this. And my question is why? Because sometimes certain players they perform under the lights. You have to give them that opportunity. Practice is practice, but we talking about what can you do under the lights? Can you perform under the lights? That's my question. Hold on one second. Yeah, my question is, can you perform under the lights? You know, you gotta let them perform under the lights. Um, but he also says something in his press conference as well. He said he don't know about what the kid is gonna do and with his parents and the parents. He doesn't know. So I'm thinking thinking Juju might leave. He's might thinking that. He might be thinking that. And maybe that's why they don't care about developing him. Maybe they got wind that he's leaving. Because I don't know. Um, if he leaves, that's gonna be a tough blow. That's gonna be a very, very tough blow if he leaves. Because the kid can play. The kid can play, man. But maybe, like I said, maybe he was injured when he initially came in there. But when I see him in practice, he was throwing like everybody else all throughout training camp. He was playing. You said he went through his ritual when he wore the dress. Who is that? Yeah, he's gonna have to rebuild again next year. It's yeah, is he losing some more players this year? He's losing a lot more. Got to get him from high school, man. Because he got some players from high school that's there. He got Draylon, Omarion. You say he has to get into his man body. Who is that? Juju? Well, whether he get into his man body or not, Shador wasn't into his man body when he was a freshman, and he played. Yeah, missed me with that because the last night he looked like he could play. He looked like he could play yesterday. He damn near the same size as Salter. They're damn near the same size. If you sit them next to each other, they're about the same size. They're about the same size, man. And he has grown since he's been there. He has, I must say. He been on them about communicating. Some people are what you call quiet riots. They lead by example. I don't need him to be. He was communicating yesterday when he told the receiver. He remember when if you look at Bucky's video, he said, "I need you to do this. When I do this sign, I need you to do this." He was communicating. He's just not a loud person. Shador was quiet. You said Max knows. Why are you coming at me, man? Is it a reason? I don't care about people wearing dresses. I don't wear one. I'm not into all that with people wearing dresses. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know. Yeah, what can you do when the lights are on? What can you do when the lights are on? That's what I want to know. Like, what can you do when the light? Like, practice is one thing, but is he studying his film? I think what has to happen is coach will have to tell the players. He got to sit down and like, look, guys, this is bottom line. This is what we're gonna do moving forward. I'm gonna look at how many hours y'all studying film. If I feel like y'all not studying enough film, you're not playing because you're not ready. Whoever studies the most film is who's going to be on that field. That's how I'll do it. You said a lot of like freshmen. That's an exception. There was a lot of freshmen around the country that started right away. LSU had a few of them. They sprinkle around the country. We just don't follow them. You know what I'm saying? They're out there, but you're not going to find them in the transfer portal when they're not going to hit the transfer portal in their sophomore year. They're not. It is rare for a 5-star to come in here and just be the man. It is rare, but there's a lot of them though. But they're sprinkled around the country. Yeah, because you perform King Under the Lights. Yeah, he would be a senior in high school right now because he got there early, but he's been practicing. I know he hurt his hand, but he's been practicing the whole time. You said, was Juju just wearing a dress? I think you guys are trolling me. I think you're trying to throw it off, throw the chat off. I don't know what you're talking about. What y'all talking about this dress for? Was Juju just wearing a dress? Like, what are you talking about? We talking, what does that got doing anything? Yeah, I don't know what that got to do with now about a dress. Oh, you think he's better than McKinney? Yeah, but the thing is, guys, they don't have the effort. They're not watching film like their life is on the line. They're not doing it. So they're not going to win. This is why they're having problems. That's it. I'm telling you, that's it. Oh, he coming off surgery a couple months ago. Yeah, I know. People just come in and just, I don't know. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't realize that they don't have a quarterback coach. I realized that they don't have one. Did they ever have one? No, I don't think they ever had a quarterback coach. It was just what's his name was there. Daryl. Remember Daryl used to come, like help Shador out. Daryl was the damn quarterback coach. Shermer is the quarterback coach. Yeah, he's in the room with them. Leftwich is not there. He's not. He's never. He's not there. When it all falls down, it all falls down. Yeah, they never had a quarter. I don't think so. Not a positional. I mean, Daryl used to come up there when Shador was there. Yeah, they don't have the commitment and the sacrifice. They don't. That's and it's not the coach. I mean, you could fire the coaches, but if you still have that same team with that effort, they're not going to win ever, ever. They're not going to win next year either. Not if they still have that same attitude. They're not. I know LSU, Texas, Ohio State. It's cold in Ohio State. Well, Ohio State got a little bit of money. That'll make it attractive for you to go there. Yeah, they're still bowl eligible if they can win. If they can win out, they got to win the next 3 games to get to a bowl game. Because they won 3 games this year, and they got 3 games left, so that's 6. Yeah, dude, I should bet on it. If you bet a certain amount of money that they're going to a bowl game and they do it, oh, that's a good payday. It is. That's a good payday. It's either there or Michigan. You live in Columbus, Ohio. You're an Ohio State fan. It ain't too cold. If they can win out, they go into a bowl game. They can win out. But giving up what they're doing on defense, I don't think so. I listen to some people. Some people seem to saying it's the preparation. They're not preparing correctly. Well, you got to watch film too. You're not watching film, they not winning. I didn't realize that they weren't watching film like that. When Ray Lewis, I was surprised, guys. I really was. I was expecting more people to raise their hand. Like I'm talking when you could, let me tell you something. If it was me after the game, I'm gonna get something to eat, take a nice hot shower, relax, and put the game film on my big TV and sit there until I go to sleep. I'm gonna watch film until I go to sleep. I'm gonna watch film until I go to sleep, and my phone is off the ringer. I'm not even texting or nothing like that. And it'll be hard for me to have a girlfriend in college because I ain't gonna have no time because I need to be studying that film. I need to be studying that playbook. Because did you know if you watch film a long time, you're gonna figure something out. There's something that's gonna click in your head. Like, wait a minute, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be doing that. If they're showing this, I need to be doing that. So by the time you come in the game, it's second nature. By the time you get in the game, this is why they're losing, guys. It's not the coaches. Why people keep saying it's the coaches? They're not watching film. I don't give a damn how many gold jackets you got. You're not winning nothing without watching film. You're not winning. Okay? They so busy, they're into their denim tears hoodies and shit. And whatever other brands they wear. They're into that shit. In the jury. Okay? As long as they got their money, they're happy. I'm being real with you. That's just what it is. They getting their money regardless. Okay? Okay, they getting their money regardless. And they might got a little some chicken heads, sweating them and all that. They get the little chicken heads, and that's what they worried about. That's really what I've been young before. I know what it's about. Sneakers, all that shit. Yeah. And I know what it's about. But you can still be into that stuff and still study your playbook and still be in your film. They're not studying film. You know how I knew it was a problem? Because Coach Prime used to talk about, he said, y'all gonna study y'all film, right? Y'all gonna do the right thing and study y'all film tonight, right? That's how I knew they had a problem. They never gonna win. He got to go find people that eat, sleep, and shit football. That's what he got to go find. And you find them in high school. No, some people are not trying to get to the next level because they know they're not going to the next level. That's why they're not putting in the effort. They're not going to the next level. They just want that bag. Okay. And let me tell y'all something. It's not just football. This is the mentality of a lot of people these days, not just young people, even old people. I tell people I was I was consulting with somebody today online. We had a FaceTime chat. This married couple, they want to start YouTube and stuff like that. And for the past 3 days, I've been on FaceTime with them, helping them set up and stuff. And they was like, well, how can't we just do this now? We want to do this and this. I'm like, it takes work to get monetized. It takes work. They said, yeah, but how can we just pay for it? They want the easy way out. I said, well, yeah, you could pay for it. You could set a budget aside and promote your channel. Yeah, of course. But that works better if you have something to sell. Then you could pay for promotion if you got something to sell. You're selling an ebook or something like that. Yeah, then it works for that. You can promote your ebook. No, they want to buy views, guys. I said, well, I'm not for you. I said, now y'all wasting my time. Like you guys want don't y'all don't want to put no motherfucking work in because y'all lazy. Listen, I don't give a goddamn if I got 15 people watching me. I'm fucking consistent. Okay? I got 3 channels that I run. I'm fucking consistent, goddamn it. I'm going to and I got more than that cuz I'm doing Instagram and TikTok. I do this shit all day. Okay? All day. I'm very dedicated. Ryan will tell you I have 3 or 4 channels that is monetized. Every last channel is monetized. And I didn't pay for it. You got to put the work in to get you an organic audience. See, let me tell y'all something. This is better than TV. You know why? Because you guys get to dictate how the show is going to be. I don't sit there. Y'all know this. I don't sit there and go live and sit there and talk to myself. I'm sitting there coming back and forth with y'all, and y'all like that. Y'all like that. You just you know, you ever see somebody that go live, they don't read comments. They act like you're not there. 14. See, I'm reading everything. I don't act like you said Sam Darnold is at 100% passing rating. God damn, is he? Yo, Sam Darnold might be the MVP this year. Shout out to Sam Darnold from USC. You know, Sam Darnold used to be with the Jets, and the Jets couldn't even keep goddamn Sam Darnold. I'm mad about that. But anyway, I'm mad now. Now I'm just all messed up now. He really is like that. You know, the Jets used to have Sam Darnold. We drafted him. You said just jumped on. So how long you been doing? I've been doing this a very long time. Very, very long. Ryan will tell you, a very long time. I work hard to build my audience. The audience is 100% organic. There is no robots in here. Everybody in here is human. You said Kyle Shanahan teach uh, Sam Darnold. He got with the right coach. I'm mad about that because we had Sam Darnold, and I knew he was a good quarterback. But guess what? You have to be in the right position, and Shador is not in the right position. You have to, or he might be. Shador might be because I didn't realize he was hurt. He really is significantly hurt because when he was getting treatment, you could tell he was favoring his back. So something is wrong with his back. I wonder if remember when he hurt his back in that bowl in that last game in college. I wonder if that was the case. If he still had problems from that injury, I'm not sure. But I thought they said oblique issues. That's not really what he didn't get hurt on his oblique the last time. But yeah, he really is hurt. So, but see, the thing is, it takes a lot of effort and time to build an audience. It does. You're just not going to get no money overnight. That's not happening that way. It's not. See, they just want to, and they want AI to do everything for them. No, 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 no. People know the difference between AI and real shit. Okay. Yeah, I do AI, but those are shorts for people to get people to laugh, right? But if I sit up here and try to do a pre-record live and it's my voice, but it's AI, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know it's AI, and y'all not gonna stay. Y'all be like, he's sitting up here scamming us now. You said I think Shador is working too hard. That could be an issue as well. Does he know he got to be straight perfect right now? Thank you. Thank you, Charmaine. Yeah, it's for comedy and entertainment. Y'all know y'all tell me, guys. Y'all know that's AI. Y'all know it's AI. You know what? Somebody on TikTok, they keep bugging me on TikTok. You know what they saying? Guys, it's AI. This is not real. I said you could tell it's AI. You don't see the Sora watermarks? Guys, did you know some people don't think it's AI? I said, "Oh my God, Big Worm. Is this the original Big Worm? What's up, Big Worm? Is this the original Big Worm or so another person calling himself Big Worm? What's up, Big Worm? Did you know people are getting at me thinking it's real?" I said, "Guys, it's not real. Like, why y'all keep doing this to me? It's not real. It's not real." I keep look. It's I'm having this problem, Ryan, on TikTok right now. I say, guys, I even check off that it's AI on the thing because they make you do that. Like you don't want to put it up there and not check it off because you could. I think you might get it deleted after a while. I check off that it's AI, and then people saying, guys, this is not real. Somebody commented, guys, this is not real. It's AI. I said, I know it is. Yeah, you can tell. I'm like, some people, yo, listen, some people they don't know about the AI. They can't tell. They think it's real. And I had somebody on Facebook hit me up talking about, yo, I didn't know were you in jail? Bruh, I almost hit the floor when they said that. Because I made an AI video of me cooking in jail, in a jail cell. And they said, bro, somebody said you in jail. I'm like, no, I'm not in jail. It's AI, dude. I think people, I don't know, man. Y'all know because y'all know this shit is AI, and y'all know I'm doing it for just for get you to have something to laugh at, right? And I'm trolling. I'm trolling uh, Cleveland. That's all it is. Yeah, the pizza video. It's you could Brock. You could tell it's AI. Like I don't know. People just I don't know. You said Michael Short, linebacker at Tech, 6'3", 226 in the portal. DB Shelton Lewis from Clemson, both starters. They're not going to stay in the portal for that long, though. They're not. They probably already know where they're going. Yeah, Ryan, I could not believe it, man. I'm like, bro, it's AI. Then somebody was like, bro, he's scamming us. He's not cooking in the toilet. I said, dude, it's AI. So I stopped reading the comments because they starting to get to me. Yeah, I follow Tariq Travels. He got an AI series of him traveling back in time, visiting Indians, Rosa Parks, and it looks like okay, you know what he's doing? Okay, I could do the same thing, but I don't want to. I'm not using that program yet until I finish out what I want to do. I'm working on something now. I'm writing the prompts and everything, and then I'm going to use what he's doing, and because I'm working on something like that as well. Like I got a few things I'm working on. I got one where I'm going back in time to the Egypt days, right? And I'm trolling Cleveland. Even then, I'm trolling them. I'm trolling them because I have a jersey on, right? So I imagine I'm going back in time, Egypt time, and I got a Cleveland Brown jersey on, controlling them. So I got a whole thing I'm working on right now. Oh yeah, I have two of those, Ryan. Where oh look, did you see the one where I had the Jets fans surround the Cleveland Stadium? That was hilarious, yo. We took over the Cleveland Stadium. They said, Max, why are you here? Because they sitting there benching him and we need a quarterback. That's why. But I had this thing I'm working on where we trying to kidnap Shador. We trying to kidnap him. And I have a walkie-talkie, like we're really trying to kidnap him out the stadium. But the thing is, I have to finish the artwork to make the person look like Shador because I can't use his likeness. Okay, I can't use Daryl likeness. I can't use Shador or Bucky. So I have to like come up with something that looks like him, and I'll figure it out. because we trying to kidnap Shador, and you know, but I'm a little sore about it, man, because they're not gonna trade him. They're not gonna trade him. Yo, and here's the thing. I don't know if y'all know this. Shador got bigger. You notice that? Did you see when he was walking next to it? You see how big he is? Dude has gotten bigger. You can tell he put in the work. Shador got bigger, man. And you see his presence in the locker room. He is sorely missed. He is missed. But I know he was happy to be there. He was. He needed that walk with his dad. He needed that. But guess what? Cleveland's not getting rid of him because they know what they got. And that's why they didn't play him, because he was hurt. Now I'm figuring out they did not play him when they should have took Dylan out. Remember the last game? They should have took him out, but they couldn't play Shador. I guess they figured they knew his back was hurting. They didn't want to put him in. I think something is with his back. I think they're trying to get him ready. I believe they're trying to get him ready, but it's his back. They know what they got. They know, and they're not getting rid of him, bro. They're not getting rid of him. They're not getting rid of him, man. They said nope, we're not getting rid of him. They said y'all should have drafted him. I know that's what they're thinking. Y'all should have drafted him, but we got him now. So what? Y'all not getting him because he's insurance just in case if Deshaun ain't working out. And they got Shador. You see what I'm saying? I don't see him going to ATL. I don't see it. No, they pissed right now, Ryan, that they can't get him. They're pissed. That's why. Did you see Tom Brady when he jumped out the window about it? Yeah. Some coaches they can't even develop no quarterbacks. Huh. Huh. They can't even develop quarterbacks because these quarterbacks today don't know how to read defenses. Tom, be quiet, man. Okay, you're just mad because you can't get them now. So stop, man. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear what you got to say no more. Yeah, he mad about it. He mad about it. You see what I'm saying? But it's over with now, Tom, because y'all too late. So, and the Jets owner is guys, he is blowing a gasket because he felt like he got lied to. And you know when it happened? It happened when he was watching. He just happened to tune in when Shador was playing Carolina, and he was looking at it. He said, "Wait a minute, y'all lied to me." He did say this, guys. He was livid. He said, "I thought you said this kid can't play." And he's looking at him. He was like, "This kid can play." And he want him, so he made a few calls. Like, "Yo, they probably gonna let him go." You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then he'll just go ahead and scoop him up. No, they said we're not letting him go. Nope. So now he said, "All right, cool. So they want some draft picks. So let me work that out." They still not trading him. They flat out said no to the Jets. No, Tom, the trolling is too late now. He just need to be quiet. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting up there listening to the ops, right, Amber, listening to the ops, and sat up there and messed out on the quarterback. So we'll see what happens Tuesday. But I'm telling you right now, Shador not getting traded. So they're gonna arrest him. I didn't realize it was his back. I didn't realize it was that significant. Because I could tell, remember how he was backing up on the plane? I could tell he having some discomfort in his back. Just the way he was backing up when he was walking on the plane, like they were doing some like rehab on the plane. And he brought his person with him to Colorado. So he's important, ain't he? You see how he got off the plane? I'm like, this kid is important, man. Man, he's missed. He is missed, man. He is. He's missed at Colorado. Just his presence, man, the dude in him got bigger. Do you see him next to the other quarterbacks? He's towering over them. He's huge, man. Yeah, man. He's really important. He's important. I like how when he came back, the crowd was acknowledging him. They missed the fuck out of him because they know he don't give a damn how many times he gets sacked. He gonna sit up there and try to find LeJontay or Travis or Jimmy. Somebody gonna get this ball tonight. God damn, Joe Flacco. He threw for 470. Yeah, Dion was Coach Prime was laughing, smiling. That kid came back an NFL quarterback. Yo, how y'all like that? Motherfucking NFL quarterback. And guess what? The Browns, they know he doesn't get in trouble. They know all he do is stay home. They know this. All he don't get the kid. I think they had him wrong too. I believe they did. They thought he was something that he wasn't. The kid don't go nowhere. He just watch film. He stay in the house. It's like, wait a minute. We don't came up on something over here. We don't came up on something and we not letting him go. You see what I'm saying? He don't do nothing. He stay in the house. And he's a lot more mature than they thought he was. They don't call him grown for nothing, but they didn't know that. They know it now though. He said, "Yeah, get dressed. You playing." You see, Flacco threw up that watch. You saw that, right? He threw up that watch that one game. You said they be assigning him babysitters like he's bad, but he's very well behaved. Who are they assigning him babysitters? But see, they used to do that back in the day when they got somebody very important that they don't want to get in trouble. They do assign people to you. If they don't, because if you important to them, they do that. They have people watch you. But he's like he's not what they thought he was. Because when you see him on camera, you see him with the stuff, it is kind of braggadocio. It is. But he's not like that. He's just what you call he's promoting a brand, a lifestyle. No, I didn't think he wanted to play 12 either. I didn't think so until I really found out Shador is hurt. Then it makes sense now. I see why they're not playing him. I didn't always think that. I didn't always think that. But now when I saw Shador getting his treatment, he really is hurt. He really is. And the thing is, they're trying to hide him now. That's what they're doing because they don't want to talk about him. They're trying to hide him because they know the other teams want him. So that's why I said he not gonna talk about him. Like, no, yeah, he's good. Yeah, we just developing. That's it. Yeah, I saw him talking to Ray Lewis. And you know the crazy thing is, word on the curb is, I couldn't believe when I heard this. Philadelphia Eagles reached out to him on draft day because they weren't looking for a quarterback. So they weren't going to draft Shador in the first round, right? Because they weren't looking for a quarterback. But guess what? When they saw that he was still available, they may have wanted him to replace what's his name. That's why they were going to draft him. I didn't realize. I was like, are you serious? Yeah, he would have been a possible replacement for the quarterback they have now. And I'm like, the quarterback y'all had won y'all a Super Bowl. Why the fuck y'all don't like him? Yeah, man. I don't think Shador probably realized it, but I don't know. Is Jalen Hurts, is he injury prone? Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Is he injury prone? I think they wanted to get Shador as insurance in case. He might be injury prone. I don't never heard about Jalen Hurts getting injured. Have you? I don't follow Philly like that. Is he injury prone? Not sure. But he would have for sure been playing already because Lamar had got hurt. And check this out. The Bengals wanted Shador, but no, they weren't going to try to trade him, so they gave him Flacco. But they really wanted Shador though. But they got Flacco though. They got a proven veteran, so they did come out on top. The Bengals did. Because Joe Burrow is injury prone. Y'all know that, right? He's injury prone. So you said that's why the locker room is up in the air. Is he quiet? I don't know. But guess what? They were looking at Shador as a possible replacement in the future. But I think Shador was looking at it like, damn, I'm never going to play. That's not true. You may have. That's the crazy part. But he will play with the Browns eventually once he get healthy. I didn't realize he had a back issue. Didn't realize it. See, that's why I shouldn't just make assumptions because I don't know everything that's happening in the background. Um, there's a reason. I'm like, that's got to be the reason why Shador is not playing. It's his back, and they don't want to hurt him because he could be insurance for the future if Deshaun is not healthy. They will have Shador, so they would just keep going, pick up where they left off, and just put him in. In the meantime, he could just sit there and watch, and they don't have to throw him in with the Wolves because his back is messed up. So they'll just let him sit there and watch and back up Dylan. And if he has to go in if need be, he'll go in. But at least he's like learning the playbook and learning everything as he's sitting on the sidelines. You said he's quiet when they leave him alone. I know. I thought he won them a Super Bowl. I don't see what the problem is with Jalen Hurts. The only problem that they could have with him is his partner that he picked. They because they be sending women to these players. I don't know if y'all know that. They be sending women to target these players. And they can't do that to Jalen Hurts. They can't. And guess what? He's unapologetic, if you know what I mean. I think that's why they don't like him. I think that's it. He's unapologetic. Yeah, I think that's it. And I know people think, well, Max, that's not it. Yes, it is. They send people your way so that they can get your money back after you retire. It's set up that way, man, with these people. They're not gonna be able to do this Jalen that way though. That's why they started targeting Russell Westbrook. They were targeting him at one point. But he's so good that it's hard to target him. It's hard to keep targeting him though, because he's really good. But they were targeting Russell Westbrook at one point. Go look at his partner. Go look. Go look at his wife. They could not get to him. They could not get to him. It's really a thing. They target you, and so they can get that money. That money go back into their community, and it doesn't stay in ours. It's really a thing. They couldn't get to Travis either. They trying. They trying. And let me tell you something. What they should know. I don't know if Travis and them know this. Those comments that they receive, a lot of them are bots. They send bots their way because they know she's reading the comments. So they'll send a lot of bots to attack her, to try to put pressure on them. But she wasn't the one they had in mind for him. It's deep, man. It's deep. I know the game because it's been like that ever since I was born. It's been like that. Yeah, Deshaun Watson is married. That's the best thing he could have done, to be honest with you, to keep himself out of trouble. And she's always with him, if you notice. Wherever he is, she's right there. They're like they're glued to the hip. So that's going to keep him out of trouble. Yeah, so that'll keep him out of trouble. But I like, why they don't like Jalen Hurts? Then I started thinking about it. I said, oh, okay. You said Deshaun even got baptized in the Jordan River. He got so much fucking money that he can go all the way to the damn Jordan River and get baptized, y'all. That's how much money Cleveland paid him. Okay, they paid him James Bond money. He's James Bond now. Go look at his he read comments too though. He be responding sometimes. Go look at his Instagram. They don't turn him into James Bond. How the fuck is he gonna ever play football again? And it's guaranteed. What happened? Did he send a hypnosis to the owner? Like what happened? No wonder the owner treating Shador that way. He got robbed. He don't trust nobody. He got robbed, yo. He got robbed. That man got robbed. I don't care what nobody say. He got robbed, yo. They robbed. This is elder abuse because they robbed. What's his name too? The one from Dallas. He got robbed. Arthur Blank got robbed so bad. Let me tell you how bad Arthur Blank got robbed. The one from Atlanta. He got robbed so bad that he got two quarterbacks he paying. Remember, he got Kirk Cousins as a backup. You know how much Kirk Cousins get? He's the highest backup in the goddamn planet. He's the highest backup, the highest paid backup in the planet. You said the owner was at Deshaun's wedding. Of course he was at his wedding, D. Of course he was. They married now. He married to the owner. God damn, paid him that much money. You said the owner got jacked, so the owner. No, he gonna give Shador some money too, Brock. He gonna give him some money. Damn, Vic kind of got him. No. He really got robbed. Did you see at the draft? Yo, this is not funny, but this is elder abuse. You remember at the draft, not Shador's draft, but the draft before that when Michael Penix got drafted. You remember when they announced that they drafted Michael Penix? Did you see how the owner was looking? He was like, "We drafted who? We drafted Michael Penix, sir." You should have saw his face because he don't pay Kirk Cousins. Okay, but see, the owner he don't came up on something off Shador though. The Cleveland Browns, he don't lost all that money with Deshaun. But look at all these jersey sales with Shador though. See what I'm saying? So he not letting him go. He not letting him go, man. You said Penix ain't doing well. That's what I'm saying. The owner, but they got Kirk Cousins though. Kirk Cousins sitting the bench, Ryan. He getting paid just like what's his name? Because what's his name? He robbing multiple NFL teams. What's his name? For the Giants, Russell Wilson. That's another one that committed elder abuse. That's another one. Who are these people agents? But that kid up there in Jacksonville, what's his name? His agent really committed robbery. Like, really, he really committed robbery, man. He did. That's another one. But yeah, Deshaun got James Bond money, and he acting like it too. He went up, sit up there, and got Ryan. He got buried in the Jordan River, man. That's how much money he got. He couldn't get buried. Excuse me, he couldn't get baptized in a regular place. He had to go to the damn Jordan River to get baptized. That's how you know you got more money and you know what to do with it. He went all the way to the Jordan River to get baptized. Okay, that's something I'll do because I got money. Let me go to the look. Let me go to the Jordan River. Okay, to get baptized. Okay, because the owner don't pay me all this damn money, Ryan. Go look at Deshaun Instagram, Ryan. You'll see what I'm talking about. Right, he had to go where Jesus got baptized at because that's how much money he got. You know what he was thinking? I want to get baptized. Why don't I go where Jesus went? Why don't I do that? Okay, what? Because he got that kind of money. He ain't gonna get baptized right at no regular baptismal place. Yeah, he got to go take a jet and go to, go to Jordan. You rich where everything like is brand new on you. You can't wear nothing twice. That's how you know you're rich. You said Deshaun Watson was worth that money. I don't care what anybody say. He was worth that money. 5 years, 200 and some million to play football. Yeah, I ain't mad at him. It's his agent. And Kirk Cousins' agent is ain't no joke either. Yeah, Kirk Cousins on the bench too. He said Shador would be held hostage. That's hilarious. He said held hostage. He ain't going nowhere. I'm like, nah, we Shador, you with us. All right. Yeah. Watson was only good when he was with the Texans. There would be a shocking trade by Tuesday. Okay. That he going to the Jet. Yo, listen, DJH, I promise you, if this kid get traded to the Jets, I'm going to the game. I promise you this. And I'm gonna go viral. You see them AI videos I'm doing? Oh, I get worse than that at the game. I'm gonna go. Listen, I got a jacket that's older than Shador. I got a Jets jacket. I only bring it out when I go to the Jets games. I have a Jets jacket that's older than Shador. Okay? I have a Jets jacket and nobody in the stadium has this jacket. Everybody always comment on the jacket when I wear it. They said, bro, where you get this jacket from, bro? Dude, I have a jacket from the 1970s. And I had somebody, every time I go to the game, I always have somebody want to buy my jacket off me. It's leather too. It's leather. They always want to buy the jacket off me every time I go. I got a name of jersey too. I do. Yep, I most certainly do. I'm a Jets fan. I do. Yes, I do have a name of Joe name of jersey. Yeah, I sure do. And I wear it when I go to the games. That's when I pull it out. But the jacket I have is so rare. And let me tell you, I do have it covered up. I do have the jacket covered up. It's in storage right now. I have it covered up. But let me tell you about this jacket. It has a serial number on it. And I had somebody come up to me at the game one time. They was like, I haven't seen that jacket since I was a kid. They said, yo, where did you get it from? And I said, I got it from a collector back in when did I buy it? I bought it in 98, 1998. That's when I bought it. The jacket still fits me because it was big back then because I couldn't wear it back then. It was too big. But I grew into it. And they was like, yo, where'd you get this? I said I got it at it was a collector. And I know the guy has passed on now, but you know how I don't know if anybody familiar with New Jersey downtown Newark. But you know, when you go to Penn Station, you could go through Penn Station and go through the Gateway building. It's like a little tunnel you walk through. When you walk through the tunnel, there used to be a store there back in the day, a memorabilia store. That's where I bought it from. And he told me, this jacket has a serial number on it, and it was only 100 made, 100, and I have number 5 out of 100. It was only 100 made. And he told me, he said, the longer you keep this, it's going to be worth something. This was a leather jacket that the Jets ownership made, and they only gave it to a certain amount of people. They gave it to some of their season ticket holders. They had this jacket made, and they gave it to some of their season ticket holders back in the 1970s, back when Joe Namath was there, and I had one. Yo, I paid so much money for it back in '98. I had the shit on layaway. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to put shit on layaway back then. I used to pay on it every week. I used to pay on this jacket every single week when I got paid, man, until I got it out. Every now and then, I wear it to the games. And this time, if Shador, if he's gonna get traded there, that's when I'm gonna wear it. And then I got another jacket that's older than Shador. I bought that one at the same store, and that jacket is rare. Nobody has it. I'm the only one that has it. Nobody has this jacket. So nobody has it. And that has a number on it. Because only 1,000 were made. I mean, occasionally, I haven't seen one ever when I was at the stadium. Never. Haven't seen one. And then probably people that bought it back then, those jackets are destroyed now. I keep mine up. I wrap mine up and make sure it don't get messed up. The Shador play, I'm taking the jacket out of retirement, man. I'm gonna wear it, and I'm gonna get a Sanders jersey. So I have a Joe Namath jersey. I have a Al Toon jersey. I have a which one? What else I got? Al Toon, Namath, and I have I gotta look. I gotta look. Yeah, man, we some hardcore Jets fans, man. We go to the games because none of my friends are Jets fans. They're all Giants fans. I had to be different. I used to be a Giants fan, but I had to be different. I'm like, I'm gonna go with the Jets, and they ain't won nothing since. But we did. Oh, I have Darrelle Revis. I have a Darrelle Revis jersey. You know what I'm saying? Revis Island. Oh man, you got a Stabler jersey, Kenny Stabler. Now I know a Jets fan that's been going to the game since the 1970s. She still go. Her and her husband. They've had season tickets since the 1970s. So hopefully, when I go to the game, because I know. Well, actually, I don't know where they park at now. I remember at the old stadium, I used to know where they park at. So I don't know. It used to be kind of far away from the stadium they parked. They had their they used to have their grill out. They had their liquor and grill out. And they get out there like 6 in the morning and they start grilling and preparing everything. And I used to see them all the time. I think they still be out there, but I don't know where they're at now. Just the stadium, since they, the new stadium. You got an OJ throwback? Yeah, it's uncommon to have an OJ one. You mean Buffalo Bills? That's uncommon. Yeah, it is. It had to be Buffalo Bills or 49ers, right? Yeah, that's kind of rare. I don't see too many of those now. That'll be dope though. Go to the Bills game with an OJ Simpson jersey on. I get compliments when I have my Namath jersey on, but you see a lot of Namath jerseys in the stands though sometimes. It just depends. But not my jacket though. You don't see it. I remember this one guy, he remembered when those jackets came out. He said, "How did you get one?" I said, "It was in the store. It was displayed in the store one time." And I asked him, "How much is it?" And he told me. I was like, "Damn, I ain't got the money." He said, "You can put it on layaway." And I gave him a deposit. Um, yeah, the juice. Oh, that's still a jersey I got. Mark Gastineau. I got that one. Mark Gastineau. So it just depends on how I'm feeling, which one I pull out. But for when Shador play, I have to get it. I have to get his jersey. Deion Sanders jersey from Atlanta when he was in Atlanta or Dallas. Elway throwback jersey is fire. Oh, of course, Ryan, when he's with the Niners. You're a Niners fan. So yeah, guys, my point is it's not really the coaches here. I know people they getting on Coach Prime and like he don't know football. He do, but he just ain't getting the effort from his players. And you're only as good as your personnel. And you know one thing that he doesn't really wear? You never see his Super Bowl rings. How many do you think he has? Ryan, you should know this. He got one with the San Francisco 49ers, and he also has another one with the Dallas Cowboys. But here's what's very unique about his Super Bowl wins. In 1995, he won a Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers, defeating the San Diego Chargers 49-26. But guess what's special about it? He had a key interception that was a major defensive playmaker that season. And guess what? That was in 1995. In 1996, he won with the Dallas Cowboys, defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers. He became one of few players to win back-to-back Super Bowls with two different teams. He's a very rare person. I don't think the fans there, they're not old enough, like the ones that's commentating on this, the ones that's commentating on it. They're not young. They're too young to realize how rare he is. They're too young to know. And it's kind of like, damn, man, it's kind of like I feel like we getting old. You know, the older you get, it's like they kind of try to bury you in history a little bit. It's kind of sad because he's actually very rare. He's a very rare person. I'm gonna tell you something about him. He knows defenses like nobody's business. He's a defensive specialist. A lot of these people don't know this. Oh, Jalen had a concussion. Okay. A lot of people don't know this. He did play for the Yankees. I'm a Yankees fan. Of course, I would know that. Yes, he did play, and I was at the stadium when he played, when he had the Jerry curl. Okay, yes, he did have a Jerry curl. Do you know how rare that is to win a Super Bowl back to back years with two different teams? He's very rare. That's very rare. And guess what? For them to win that Super Bowl, it was because of him. He helped win the he actually helped win that Super Bowl. You don't never see him wearing his rings, do you? You never see it. And I don't think the kids know what they got in front of them. And the people that be commentating, they be like, "Oh, he don't like." They acting like he don't know what he's doing. And the thing is, he does know what he's doing, but he doesn't have the personnel. He doesn't have the personnel. And I was watching somebody, they was like, "Yeah, I know how to prepare the team and this and I know this." I'm like, "Child, stop. You're too young to sit up here and think you know more than these coaches. You're too young, man." That's like him telling Jordan something. The fuck out of here. People are very disrespectful during their commentary. So, you know, he's the reason why some channels were built up. Do y'all know that? He's the reason why we're here. Who's the best two sport athlete, Bo Jackson versus Deion Sanders? Well, Deion had better longevity, but as far as pure athlete, it was Bo Jackson, hands down. As far as like a freakish athlete, is Bo Jackson. But longevity, it was Coach Prime. He's in very rare company. He's a very rare. I mean, he played in the World Series and fucking Super Bowl, man. Come on, man. Did you know that there was a lot of players back in the day that could have did what Shohei Ohtani was doing right now? There was pitchers back in the day that could have did the same thing he was doing, but they wouldn't allow him. They only wanted them to pitch. Sid Fernandez was one of them. He could hit home runs and pitch. He did it with the Mets, but a lot of people don't remember that. And a lot of these young people, they think stuff has been invented in their lifetime, and it's not the case. They don't remember Bo Jackson. They too young to remember how good he was. They don't remember him going up against Brian Bosworth. They don't remember that. They thinking that the players they got now are great. No, everything in football has already been done already. It's already been done already. There has not been a quarterback yet that has done what Michael Vick is doing when he was playing. Not one. Not one. There's not one. Not one. There has not been another player that has dominated with their speed and awareness than Coach Prime. This hasn't been one. There hasn't been a wide receiver like Michael Irving in a long time. And Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice in a long time. Back in the day, you can get your head knocked off and the person will not get kicked out of the game. Oh, Cam Newton was also a really good player. Yes, he was. You know, he's a big dude. When Cam Newton used to run, he turned into what was his name? He turned into Earl Campbell. That's how big he was. Oh my God, you just mentioned Larry Fitzgerald. Oh man. The only thing with Larry Fitzgerald, he stayed with Arizona. If he had went somewhere else, he would have won the Super Bowl. Man, you saying Larry Fitzgerald, man. You know, he's also a chess pro. He's very highly rated in chess. Highly rated in chess. Damn, you just said Larry Fitzgerald, man. Michael Vick was like, I'm talking about Atlanta Michael Vick. It was ridiculous. You had to have seen it live to see it. And back when he was at Virginia Tech, he had this thing called the Vic Flick. They call it the Vic Flick. Where he just flicked the ball up and it go 50 yards, 60 yards. That's how strong his arm was. The only person that's comparable now to Michael Vick in this league is Aaron Rodgers. As far as his arm, Aaron got an arm on him. Oh my God, he can throw it almost the length of the field. That's how big his arm is. Aaron Rodgers have an arm on him, man. He still has an arm on him, even to this day. Joe Flacco got one too. He got an arm on him. But see, back during Vic time, Vic played in the old era. It was like the changing of the guard. Like, um, yeah, Flacco has a cannon. He still has it. He still has a cannon. Aaron Rodgers has a cannon. He does. He knows it too. Aaron Rodgers know he's good. Yeah, of course. We're not forgetting Joe Stafford. Of course, he has an arm on him too. Of course, of course, right? Of course, he's elite. He has an elite arm. He does. Um, you have to see it in person though. It's like holy crap when that ball looked like it's way in the air. The way they throw it, and it goes right in the wide receiver's hands. That's how accurate Michael Vick was. Aaron Rodgers the same way. He the same way. And with Patrick Mahomes, he has a lot of tricks he does with the ball. You know what I mean? That kids are trying to copy now. The sidearm and different tricks that he has. You know who has an accurate arm? Lamar Jackson. He has another. He's another one. He has a very accurate arm. It's a laser. No, I didn't talk about it yet. The 68-yard field goal. Yeah, so he beat what's his name record, right? Man, that's ridiculous. How the hell you kick that damn far? That's crazy. He must have had the wind to his back. Did he have the wind to his back? Yeah, Brett Favre had an arm as well. He did sidearm it. Everything. All right, D. Have a good night. He did. He did have a cannon for an arm. He sure did. Everybody knew that though. And also Dan Marino. Dan Marino had a quick release. Very quick release. He has a release. You know who has a quick release? I've been looking at the kid this last game. Juju. He has a very quick release. Oh, you know another thing? So I listened to somebody talk about Caden Salter. They said, bro, somebody hit me up on Instagram like, yo, bro, he's not a bad quarterback. I said, really? He said, yeah, bro, he got an arm on him too. I said, you kidding me? He said, yeah. He said he sent me a link showing that he has an arm. I said, bro, what happened to him at Colorado? He said, bro, we trying to figure it out. There's a lot of people that's worried about him. And I was like, really? He said, yeah, we worried about him. He was not like that, bro, until he got there. Something went wrong. And I said, so you mean to tell me I said, Salter has an arm? He said, yeah, bro. He got a cannon. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, yeah. He sent me a link. He said the kid has an arm on him. And something went wrong at Colorado. And he said, bro, his confidence has been erased. He has no more confidence. And if you notice at his game, he has all his family around. He don't have no more confidence. So I said, well, what happened for him to take his confidence away? He said he made because of that benching he had the first time. That might have did it. That might have fucked him up. And somebody reached out to me. Yeah, well, Cam Newton had an arm too. For sure he did. So I'm trying to figure out what happened to him. Anybody know? Is anybody like close to the program here that can tell me what happened with Salter? Why is he not playing like he played at Liberty? Because I looked at the link that this kid showed me. I said, bro, this dude does have an arm. He does. So my question is it something he's doing, or is it something that's taking his mind away from something? What happened? Anybody know? I'm a little like concerned a little bit. Like, wait a minute. You don't just lose those skills overnight. Like, what happened? Lord, I hope he not throwing these games, yo. I hope he not. I hope nobody got to him. Yeah, I don't know. I saw him in there. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him. Well, why is he looking like that? Because if you go look at his highlights, he does have an arm. He does. You say can't handle the bright lights. He had a packed stadium at Liberty. He had a packed stadium. I get what you're saying. The TV and everything else. I get it. The spotlight. Yeah. He wasn't on TV like that at Liberty. Does he have Tommy John? I'm not sure. If anybody don't know what Tommy John is, just look it up. Tommy John surgery. They even have a surgery called Tommy John surgery. I'm not sure, Ed. Something's wrong with him. I just don't know what it is. It's not the Coach Prime effect. He knew Coach Prime when he was a kid. Coach Prime know his family. Remember, he used to coach his brother. So Coach Prime knows him. I don't know if y'all know that. This is not their first meeting. Oh, because he had an arm at Liberty. Yeah, he did, guys. He had an arm at Liberty. Because I went and looked at the film. He did. But here, I believe his confidence has been taken away. I believe he don't have no confidence. That's what I believe too. It's the confidence. Because football is 90% mental and 10% physical. If your mental is messed up, you're not going to do good. So it has to be mental. It has to be something. But my question is, what made it mental? Like, what's going on with him? Because he's practicing good. It could be when he's, like you said, in that stadium under the lights. Could be that. Yeah, he's a fifth year senior. Somebody was saying that they wish he had another year of eligibility so he can go somewhere else to prove that, because they said his path to the NFL is going to be a lot longer now. You said Colorado don't have a standout wide receiver since Michael Westbrook. Oh, then they had Travis Hunter. He won the Heisman Trophy. Travis was. Travis won the Heisman Trophy. Now I remember Michael Westbrook. Yes, Michael Westbrook was pretty damn good. Yo. I'm not gonna lie to you, but they did have Travis Hunter. I know it's you probably like, damn, Travis. Yeah, Travis. I haven't seen Michael Westbrook come up there this year. I know he came up there last year. But you're right, Westbrook was great. Westbrook was great. No, no, no. We can't minimize Michael Westbrook. He was great, yo. I remember him playing. He went to the NFL too. Nah, Westbrook was great, man, in college. He was the man. Make no mistakes about it. Michael Westbrook was the man, yo. If you was a defensive back, you were gonna have a hard day with him because he had the physicality as well. Yeah, he had the physicality. He was kind of like Shannon Sharp's brother. Cause I don't know if y'all remember Sterling Sharp. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I had a kid we played in high school. He was big as Sterling Sharp, right? So I was playing varsity. I was a freshman, and I was a placeholder. So they told me, because on my team we had a freshman team, we had a JV team, and we had varsity, right? So my job, I was on the freshman team and the JV team, so I got extra work. So one day, I was trying to figure out why they keep wanting me to stand in at these damn varsity practices, because I was just they had me stand in. So next thing you know, the coach told me we need an extra player for practice, but you get to suit up in the games too. We'll let you suit up, and if you're lucky, we'll let you get a little special teams work. So I was souped up. Like, damn, at least I get to play in the game because I can do special team work, right? So we sitting up there practicing. So I'm on the practice squad, right? But then they told me, like, look, we might have a spot for you on the special team on the kickoff. So I said, all right, cool. So I'm sitting there in the game. The coach was like, "You think you can tackle this guy?" I said, "Hell no." This receiver dog, he was like Sterling Sharp size, or like Westbrook size. I remember he trucking our people over. I felt sorry for the defensive back. He was in the safety. He was trucking them, dude. Truck. It felt like a car accident when he was hitting them. That's how Westbrook was. And he a black belt. Who else was hard to bring? Eddie George was the same way. He was a running back. Michael Irvin was a big wide receiver too. hmm So yeah, they did have some really good teams back then with Colorado. They did. They had some really good teams, bro. Yep, and Ray Caruth. I remember he got locked up. That was crazy. He out now. You said Doug Martin, Tampa Bay Bucks. Damn, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Doug Martin. I don't know, man. I bet you if they test his brain tissue, they're gonna find that he has CTE. And he played that running back position. That's a high um contact position. I played tight end. That was a high contact position too, especially high school level. Because what we used to do was we had blocking assignments, of course, but every now and then we had to catch that ball and help out, get some yardage, move them sticks. And I remember, I remember the coach was like, "I better not see a ball hit this ground. If the ball hit the ground, your ass is doing some laps. So get on out there." Imagine a coach telling you that, and you got to go get out there. And then he said, if it come your way, it better not hit the ground. It better not. So then you had to go out there and try to make something happen. He told me that. He said, you better not let that ball hit the ground, son, or you're gonna be running your ass off in practice. I bet you. Tell me you better not let that ball hit the ground. And when we call for max protection, you better sit there and not let your man hit the quarterback or your ass gonna run some more. That's what he used to tell us, man. Threaten us. He used to threaten us during the game. We had one of those like former Vietnam War coaches. You know, one of them crazy. It's crazy. And I don't mind the tough coaches, so because his yelling never got to me. But man, that man, he yelled at me so bad one time. I thought he was gonna pass out. He was so red in the face because I couldn't find my helmet. Because first of all, how the fuck I know I was getting in the game? You guys told me I was just a placeholder. You know what I'm saying? I'm like fourth on the goddamn depth chart. How the hell I know I'm getting in the game? No, I didn't know what my helmet was. He said, "You better find your fucking helmet." And look, he was still yelling even when I was in the game, right? Because I found my helmet. He became hoarse. He couldn't talk no more. Yo, rest in peace to him, yo. He could not look, he couldn't talk no more at halftime. He was like, I want you. And my boy was like, yo, he yelled at you so bad he lost his voice, yo. You know you running in practice. Corey Dillon was a beast. He yelled, listen, guy, he yelled at me so bad that he lost his fucking voice, yo. He said, where the fuck is your helmet? I said, Coach, I ain't think I was getting in the game. God damn it, get your damn helmet. And I went and found it. Yep. I went and found it. Then we had to do double duty. And we played a certain position, your ass is playing special team. Yep. And you better not get a penalty on special team. You better not. You're gonna do more laps. Crazy. Oh, I got a funny story for you. I was playing yo, I was playing special team, and next thing I got blindsided. I was going for the tackle. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucking tackle right." It was a kickoff return. So our thing was we took pride in we didn't want the dude to get to the 20-yard line. I mean, be beyond the 20-yard line or beyond the 30, because that was our job. You ain't gonna let him get beyond that. So I had him, yo, because he didn't see it. He didn't see the hit. He wasn't gonna see the hit coming. He was doing a juke move on somebody, but I was to his left. Man, I geared up and he cut and went the other. This dude just blindsided me. God, he took me out so bad that my helmet came off, and next thing you know, I'm on my back and my legs up in the air. That means I landed and my legs still up in the air, yo. I got hit so damn bad that he took me off my feet and landed on my torso and then knocked the wind out of me. Right? I'm like this. Yo, I was trying to get my breath. Yo, I was trying to get my breath. They were rushing people to come over to my aid. They said he can't breathe. Come on over here. He can't breathe. He's dying. I'm like, but then you get your wind back, right? And then you're okay again. So but then everybody like surround me. Don't move him. I said, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. I was looking goofy as fuck. I was. No, I wasn't trying to play in college, man. It would have been Rutgers. But look, I got hit so damn bad. And the thing was, everybody gets caught out there. If you play football, you're gonna get caught out there. If you're on special teams or something, you're gonna get caught out there. It's gonna be something because I played tight end, so I got caught out there too. But you're gonna get caught out there. It's a matter of time. He hit me so damn bad that the whole crowd was like, "Ooh!" That's how hard the hit was. Imagine getting hit and you get depleted. Your cleats is off the ground. The worst hit is you don't see the hit coming. I didn't see the hit coming, and it felt like my chest was broken. I was like, "Yo, I think I broke my chest." It was like, "No, how you gonna break your chest?" It was just a hard hit. Knocked my helmet off. Um, Knocked my goddamn helmet off, and and the next thing you know, I'm going to the bench because I was all right. Here come the fucking crazy ass coach. You better get back in there, you motherfucking pussy. He said, are you a pussy or what? Are you a motherfucking pussy? He said, you're gonna get him back. He said, you're gonna get this motherfucker back today. Are you a pussy? That's what he was saying. So guess what happened? So I got my get back because the coach told me, he said, you're gonna go get your get back. Because he told us one of us is gonna get this kid back. One of us, whoever's gonna do it. And I wind up getting him back. I not blindside him, but I got a good hit off on him. But not as bad as he got me though. He blindsided me. Yep. He blindsided me. Jaden Daniels just broke his arm. He kind of light in the ass too though. I don't know. He real skinny. Let me see. Jaden is skinny. Let me check this out. Let me turn it on. Yeah, he's out for the season, guys. He's done. He's done. He's out for the season. You said why was he still in the game 38-7? That's what they're gonna ask tonight after the game is over. Yeah, he out for the season. That's it. He done. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is skinny. He is. But it looked like the way this look, he out for the season. They got the cart for him, guys. Yeah, a lot of people like Jaden Daniels. I know his mother is feeling it. I know his mother is headed there with him. His mother is always there. I bet you she like following him or going where he's at. Yeah, everybody liked him in that locker room. He's one of the players like everybody likes. He broke his left arm. Yeah, they taking him to the locker room now. They just showed they probably gonna take him straight to the hospital. Guys, is he left-handed or right-handed? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's his throwing arm. Oh, he's right-handed. So he's still going to be out for the season because that hurts his mobility. That hurts his like he technically still need his left arm, to that's going to hurt him. Damn, Jaden. It's a rough game, man. It can happen at any time. Yeah, man, that's what happens. Yeah, Ryan, his arm, like he gonna need surgery. It's gonna happen sometime this week. He gonna be in surgery. I know his mother was freaking out. I know he took him in his rookie season, and he won the Heisman. I know. You just saw the injury, right? They definitely taking him to the hospital. He on his way now. Oh my God. Oh God. His arm. I'm looking at it now. Ah, shit. Oh, he definitely tore some ligaments. Ah, oh my God. Even the way he was laying there, they would. Oh, he could have went into shock. Oh my God. And the crazy thing is, he still held on to the ball. That kid still held on to the ball. Oh my God. I know he came back today from an injury. I know. Everybody in the locker room was hyped about it. I know his mom was freaking out when she saw that because you know she'd be at the games and she's always with him. Yeah, man, that was like, yeah, I saw that. I don't know. Did were they able to bend his arm back to put his arm in that brace? Did they? They had to have bent it back, right? He probably gonna have surgery tomorrow or maybe the next day for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if they bent it back. Oh, you said they just had to force it. Because you see how his arm was in that thing, so they had to have bent it straight to put it in that arm thing. They must have, like, popped it or something, I'm not sure. Yeah, he definitely, he having surgery either tomorrow. Might have it tomorrow. He probably in surgery. Man, he's a good kid too. He's like a fan favorite and everything. Yeah, it wasn't his throwing arm. Yeah, man, that's crazy right there, man. I wasn't even looking at the game. I'm looking at it now. No, it won't be 2 years. He'll be back next season. Remember, it's not his throwing arm. So all he needs is just mobility in it to throw. That's really all he needs. He'll probably have a brace on that arm anyway. Yeah, for sure his arm is broken, for sure. I remember that. Remember he broke his I remember Willis McGahee broke his that time. Oh my God. Ooh, how his leg bent. Remember that. It's a rough sport, man. It really is rough. It's a rough situation. Yeah, it's a brutal game. So the game over now. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later in a minute. But somebody said Coach Prime might be firing some of the some a coach soon. He might be doing some firing soon, so we'll see. They said it should be a drastic change coming, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna get them to a bowl game. Just if they win out, guys, they're in a bowl game. All they gotta do is win the last 3 games, and they're in a bowl game. It don't matter how they win the games. It could be ugly, sloppy. As long as they win, they're in a bowl game. And then they'll have a 6-game season. That's it. 6-win season. Auburn fired their coach today. And oh, if it's Salter, it's gonna be Salter next week too, bro. It is. They going back to Salter and they're gonna lose. And then they're gonna keep saying what's happened. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. I think his confidence is shot. Then when he on the sidelines, he looking like a deer in headlights. It's like he looks scared out there. We'll see. Juju start and we'll see. I know he shouldn't, but something shot his confidence though, I think. But we'll see what happens, what Coach Prime gonna do next week. But because he said, I don't know if he's gonna do that because he said direct the questions at me and not my staff. That's what he said in his press conference. He said, no, it's on me. So direct the questions at me. Then he walked off. So it's hard, man, in that league to win, you know. Power five, it's a tough situation. There's a lot of teams I thought was gonna be good this year. I thought Florida State when they beat, knocked off Alabama, they were gonna have a good year, but they didn't. Notice how much different it took when Judy. Yeah. Yeah, high school senior, right. He went out there and did his thing though. I like how he was playing. He didn't take no unnecessary sacks. He threw the ball away. Um, it always seemed like he found the open man, and he had a very quick release. Yeah, I saw him on the sidelines when he was talking. Like make sure I do this sign. Do this and that, and the receivers was responding to him. So we'll see if he play. So if he play the next 2 games and preserve his red shirt, and they win those 2 games, they're gonna have to play him for the last. They're gonna have to. Well, they're gonna have to play him for the last game too to try to get in that bowl game. Forget the red shirt season. This is your experience now. You know what I'm saying? It happened late, but you got it. Yeah, forget the red shirt. They might just need him. But we'll see. It's his decision to make, though. Yeah, so we'll see. And you know, Colorado has another bye week coming up, right? Y'all know that, right? It's not next week, it's the week after next. I mean, after this game coming up, they have a bye week again. So we're gonna see what they got to make what major adjust. I mean, they got to make adjustments on defense too, though. Defense just like man, they giving up all type of situation. You said Juju won't play next week, but the following game, I believe. Yeah, because you think he's trying to preserve his red shirt. No, he'll play next week if Juju is Salter back out there and messing up. No, Juju going in. They don't have the luxury to wait. They're trying to get to a bowl game and hope the defense hold up. You know. Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. You said how long we gonna keep Baby and Salter? I don't know, man. Let me see. You said how many games they need to win? They need three. These are the last three games, Ryan. They need to win all three. Yeah, and they got a bye week coming up after the next game. They got to win all three. Because they put them to six. Let me see. Yeah, they have to win at least six games. But if there's not enough people that got six games, they can get in with 5 wins and still be invited to a bowl game. I just looked. But they got to have 6 wins. But again, mathematically, if there's not enough teams that got 6 wins, they invite you if you got five. But they need six. So, let me see something. See if they got it. It said on per commit basis rankings, Colorado average NIL values about 123K per commit. Jordan Seaton is about 1.9 million. Quarterback Julian Lewis at 1.1. Let's see, 2.7. Hayden Salter got 696,000. Arden Walker at 660. DJ McKinney 461. Amari McNeil 127. Draylon 121. This was from last year though. Yeah, they paid him 696,000 to come in and quarterback for 1 year. I would say that's a good payday. How much is that after taxes, Ryan? 696. That's like 498, I believe. No, 500,000. 521. No, 530,000. That's not a bad payday, is it? But I don't know if he got a lot of people around him with their hands out. I don't know. That money can go quick. But that's enough to invest and still be straight. Shit. Yeah, man. Hey. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at. They did pay some of their players though, man. Draylon should be getting a little bit more. If this is correct, he should be getting a little more than that. That's not enough for him. Yeah, Ryan, they need to switch up the quarterback at this point. That's pretty much it. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here this time. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. I enjoyed the conversation tonight. And I'll catch y'all later.